Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Jesus Talks. So for today, there is something that I wanted to share with you guys. There is something very important that needs to be addressed today. So let's talk. Over the past month, two major scandals have come to light involving two content creators, Voice of Reason and Wretched Saints. Many of you guys have reached out to me asking me about my perspective about all the allegations that were brought against them. And a lot of you guys wanted to know because you guys are also aware that I have a very close relationship with both of them. So to start off, I want to talk about the situation involving Voice of Reason. As most of you are already aware, he released a video responding to the allegations. While it's been made clear that he did not engage in any inappropriate relationships with a minor, he did accept the fact that he did misuse his platform to pursue women. Now, as for my thoughts on this, I want to be very clear. I do not condone or support his past behavior. I was actually completely unaware that any of this was happening. However, the big question that I keep getting from most of you guys is whether I will still continue to support Alex. I want to be honest and say that I will continue to support Alex. Many of you know how much he's had influenced my journey with the Lord and in my Catholic faith. He's been a significant source of encouragement and guidance, and over time, our friendship has grown beyond what's seen on camera. Throughout this situation, I've stayed in touch with him, and I've actually witnessed the steps he's taken to address his mistakes and make real-life changes. While I absolutely do not approve of his previous actions, I also recognize that at the core, he's a human being with flaws, just like the rest of us. My care for him remains because I see him as a brother in Christ. The teachers of Christ call us to love one another and remind us that only those without sin should cast the first stone. My hope is that we can all approach this with compassion and a willingness to support one another in growth and accountability. So that's the first thing. Now, turning to Jerett, aka Wretched Saints. My response is similar, guys, but there's also some differences as well. When the situation regarding Jerett came to light, I was actually already aware of it from the past. Many of you guys might remember that I collaborated with him a while back, and I had him as a guest on my podcast. After I had announced that he was going to become a guest, I received a lot of backlash, a lot of messages coming in from people who came forward about the stuff that he did. And a lot of them were encouraging me. Well, actually, they were not encouraging, but they were telling me that I should not have him on, that I should think twice about doing that. And so I saw the messages, I saw the screenshots, I read them all, I went through it all, and I took it seriously. I actually ended up speaking with Jerett about the situation, and he shared with me his side of the story. So after that, I actually got some spiritual direction on this. I brought this situation to the Lord in prayer. Because I was still unsure whether I should continue working with him or not. But I did learn that everything that came out, he did that while he was still Protestant. Honestly, he hasn't even been a Catholic for that long. So when I found that out, I was like, all right. So there hasn't been any incidences of him doing this from what I'm aware of. So after I sought this to prayer and sought the spiritual direction on whether I should proceed with working with him, ultimately I decided to move forward. I was actually reminded of the grace that God has shown me in my own life, and I realized that there was no reason why I should not extend that to Jerett. Over the past several months, Jerett and I have actually developed a genuine friendship, and he has been a tremendous support to me in my faith journey, much like Alex. As I have told both of them personally, I do not condone or support their past actions, but I will continue to love them just as Christ has loved me. My job is to offer the same compassion and forgiveness that I have received, while also encourage them to take accountability and for them to continue to grow in their personal lives. So to end this video, I also would like for us to reflect on the story in the Bible of the woman caught in adultery. When the crowd was ready to stone her, Jesus challenged them by saying, Let the one among you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone." One by one, everyone walked away, leaving only Jesus and the woman. Though he was the only one without sin and had the right to judge, he chose instead to offer her love, mercy, and compassion. He encouraged her to turn away from her past, saying, "Go and sin no more." This story is a powerful reminder for all of us. Who are we to judge past men on others when we ourselves are imperfect? Rather than condemning, let's use these situations as opportunities to learn, to grow in humility, and to examine our own hearts. May we extend the same grace and understanding to others that Christ has shown to us. Let's continue to support one another, striving for holiness and transformation. So that is all that I want to share with you guys today. So as you guys could tell, I'm still going to support them. I'm still going to love them. Those are my brothers in Christ. I do not condone of any of their past actions, and they both know that. But I've also seen their growth. I've been in contact with both of them. I've seen their personal growth, and I think they're just imperfect people like the rest of us. The only difference is they have big platforms. This is why the whole thing was a huge scandal in the first place. But I reflect on these situations, and I'm like, what would I want people to take away from this? Like, how would I want people to react to me if I was in that same position? And honestly, I would want people to be a little more understanding and to love them, extend the same grace to them. Yes, keep them accountable. But there's no reason for the death threats that they've been receiving. There's no reason for the hate that they've been receiving. There's no reason why we should be condemning them. There's no reason for that. We are called to love one another as Christ has loved us. And that is what I want to leave with it today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and God bless.